Hello friends. Example number 9. Determine the current in each branch of the network. Right? And the network will be like this. So first of all we have to define the current. Right? કે લાસ્ટ લેક્ચર્સમાં પણ આપણે આ રીતના સમ જોયા હતા, ડિફરન્ટ નેટવર્ક્સ હતા, આપણે ઇક્વિવેલન્ટ રેઝિસ્ટન્સ અને કરંટ ફાઇન્ડ આઉટ કર્યા હતા. રાઈટ? તો સેમ આ નેટવર્ક માટે પણ આપણે કરંટ ફાઇન્ડ આઉટ કરવાનો છે ફોર ઈચ બ્રાન્ચ. રાઈટ? સો ટોટલ કરંટ એઝ્યુમ કરીએ છીએ આપણે I. સો હિયર કરંટ વિલ બી I. Now here at point A, this current I will be divided into two parts. So here current flowing from A to B is suppose I1, then from A to D is I2, right? So current from A to B is equals to I1 and A to D is equals to I2. Thereafter, suppose here we assume current flowing from B to D is I3. So current flowing from BD is equals to I3. Right? So here current from B to C is here total current is I1. Then from B to D current will be I3. So total current friends કેટલો છે I1. તો I1 જેટલો કરંટ B પોઈન્ટ પર આવે અને BD માંથી કેટલો પાસ થાય છે I3. તો I3 જેટલો કરંટ શું થયો ડિક્રીઝ થયો. શેમાંથી ડિક્રીઝ થશે I1 માંથી. So current flowing from B to C is I1 minus I3 કારણ કે ટોટલ I1 છે. I3 પાસ થઈ ગયો તો કેટલો કરંટ રહેશે તો I1 minus I3. So current from B to C is I1 minus I3. Again from D to C. So અહીંયા જુઓ A to D I2 current and B to D I3. So D point પર જે I2 અને I3 છે બેઉ એડ થાય છે. તો current from D to C is I2 plus I3. Right? So current from DC is equals to I2 plus I3. And total current here I1 minus I3 plus I2 like this. I1 minus I3 plus I2 plus I3. So here I3 cancel. So current will be I1 plus I2 which is I total current. Right? Because I divided into two parts. Right? So here I is equals to I1 plus I2. That is equation 1. Now we have to find out the current flowing from each branch of the network. So to find out the value of current, we have to apply the Kirchhoff's rule. So here we consider clockwise direction like this. Clockwise direction. So the loop will be for loop A B D A. Right? So A B D A. Right? Again તમે જે ડાયરેક્શનમાં જાઓ એ ડાયરેક્શનમાં જો કરંટ હોય તો IR નેગેટિવ, ઓપોઝિટ હોય તો પોઝિટિવ. રાઈટ? સો કરંટ A to B, path A to B, so direction same, so IR will be negative. So minus I, current I1 and resistance 10, so minus 10 I1. Thereafter A to B, then B to D, current also from B to D, so IR will be negative, so minus current I3 and resistance 5, so 5 I3. Then D to A, we are going from D to A and current A to D, again opposite direction, so plus IR, so plus resistance will be 5 and current I2, so 5 I2 is equals to 0. Right? Again the loop will be A B D A. So A to B current same direction, so minus 10 I1. Then current B to D and our path is also B to D, so direction same, so minus IR, so minus 5 I3. Then we are going from D to A and current A to D opposite direction, so plus 5 I2 is equals to 0. So here we formulate 10I1. So this 10I1 goes to right hand side. So positive 10I1 is equals to 5I2 minus 5I3. Right? We divide this equation by 5. So dividing by 5, then we get 2I1 is equals to I2 minus I3. That is our equation number 2. Right? Now another loop is like this, right? Clockwise direction, like this. So B, C, D, B. So for loop B, C, D, B. So our path is B to C. Current same direction. So IR will be negative. So minus current I1 minus I3 at resistance 5. So 5 I1 minus I3. Then C to D. Current opposite D to C. So IR will be positive. So plus 10 I2 plus I3. Then our path is D to B and current B to D opposite direction. So plus IR. So R will be 5 and current I3. So plus 5I3 is equals to 0. Right? So here we multiply minus 5 into the bracket. So minus 5I1. Then minus minus plus 5I3 plus 10I2 plus 10I3 plus 5I3 is equals to 0. Right? Here we take 5I1 to right hand side. So we get 5I1 is equals to here 10I2 plus 5I3 plus 10I3, that is 15 plus 5, so 20I3. Again we divide this equation by 5. So dividing by 5, then we get I1 is equals to 2I2 plus 4I3. Right? Here the value of 2I1 is I2 minus I3. Here I1 is equals to 2I2 plus 4I3. So here we multiply this equation by 2. So here this is our equation number 3. Here we multiply this equation by 2. So we get 2I1 is equals to 2 into 2, 4I2 plus 8I3. That is equation 4. Right? So here we can compare the equation number 2 and 4. Right? Again for loop B, C, D, B. B to C current will be same direction. So minus 5 I1 minus I3. Then C to D current opposite direction. So plus 10 I2 plus I3. Then D to B current opposite direction. So plus 5 I3 is equals to 0. So here we take minus 5 I1 to right hand side. So we get 5 I1 is equals to 10 I2 plus 20 I3. We divide this equation by 5, then we get I1 is equals to 2 I2 plus 4 I3. That is equation 3. So here we multiply this equation 3 by 2. So we get 2 I1 is equals to 4 I2 plus 8 I3. Right? So here we compare the equation 2 and 4. So from equation 2 and 4, what we get? We get here 2I1 is equals to I2 minus I3 and 2I1 is equals to 4I2 plus 8I3. So I2 minus I3 is equals to 4I2 plus 8I3. Right? So here we take I2 to left hand side and this I3 to right hand side. So we get I2 minus 4I2 is equals to 8I3 plus I3. So minus 3I2 is equals to 9I3. Right? So we get I2 is equals to minus 3I3. That is equation number 5. So here we get a relation between current I2 and I3. The relation is I2 is equals to minus 3I3. Right? So here we put the value of I2 to equation 2. Right? So we get a relation between I1 and I3. So we can easily find out the value of current. So from equation 2 and 5. From equation 2 and 5. What we get, friends? 2I1 is equals to I2, but value of I2 is minus 3I3 minus I3. So we get 2I1 is equals to minus 4I3. So I1 is equals to minus 4 by 2, that is minus 2I3. That is equation number 6. So here with the help of this equation we find the relation between I2 and I3, that is I2 is equals to minus 3I3 and I1 is equals to minus 2I3. Right? So here we apply the Kirchhoff's loop rule for two loops. First one A, B, D, A and B, C, D, B. So with the help of these equations we get the relation between I2 and I3 and I1 and I3. Now we apply the Kirchhoff's loop rule to another loop, that is like this outer loop, and we take clockwise direction like this. So for loop A, B, C, E, A. So A, B, C, E, A. So here A to D and current also from A to D. So the direction are same. So minus IR. So minus 5 and value of current I2. Then DC. The direction of current is also DC. So again IR will be negative. So minus 10 and value of current I2 plus I3. Then C2E2A. So C2E2A. So here this EMF from negative to positive. So plus E and the value of E is 10. And see here, friends. Here the current will be I and our direction is C2E2A. CEA. So direction of current is also same. So potential IR will be negative. So minus value of resistance is 10 and value of current I. But we know that from equation 1 I is equals to I1 plus I2. So minus 10 I1 plus I2 is equals to 0. Right? So here we multiply this bracket by 10. So we get minus 5I2 minus 10I2 minus plus minus 10I3. Here we take this plus 10 to right hand side. So minus 10I1 minus 10I2 is equals to this plus 10 goes to right hand side. So minus 10. So here we get minus 10I1 here. Then I2 minus 5 minus 10 minus 15I2 minus 10. So minus 25I2 minus 10I3 is equals to minus 10. Right? Minus 10I1 as it is, then I2 minus 5 minus 10 minus 10. So minus 25I2 then minus 10I3 is equals to 10. Right? Now here we divide this equation by minus 5. So we get dividing by minus 5. So what we get? Minus 10 upon minus 5, that is 2I1. Minus 25 upon 5, that is plus 5I2. Minus 10 upon minus 5, that is plus 2I3 is equals to minus 10 upon minus 5, that is 2. Right? So the equation is 2I1 plus 5I2 plus 2I3 is equals to 2. But we know that I1 is equals to minus 2I3 and I2 minus 3I3. So 2 as it is, value of I1 minus 2I3 plus 5 I2, value of I2 minus 3I3 plus 2I3 is equals to 2, right? So here 2 into 2 minus 4I3, 5 into 3 minus 15I3 plus 2I3 is equals to 2, right? So here minus 4 minus 15, so minus 19 plus 2, that is minus 17I3 is equals to 2. So we get I3 is equals to minus 2 upon 17 ampere, right? So we know the value of I3, that is minus 2 by 17 ampere. So from equation 6 we can find out I1. So from equation 6 what we get? I1 is equals to minus 2 into value of I3 minus 2 by 17. So we get I1 is equals to minus 2, that is 4 by 17 ampere, right? Then to find out I2 we use equation number 5. So from equation 5 we get I2 is equals to minus 3I3, but the value of I3 is minus 2 by 17. So I2 is equals to 3 into 2, that is 6 by 17 ampere, right? So current flowing from branch AB is I1 and we know that I1 is 4 by 17. Current flowing from AD is I2 and we know that I2 6 by 17. Current flowing from BD is I3. We know the value of I3, that is minus 2 by 17. Right? Now we have to find out current flowing from BC. And the value of BC, the current flowing from BC is I1 minus I3. So current flowing from BC, you have to write full sentence. Current flowing from BC is equals to I1 minus I3. I1 minus I3, value of I1 4 by 17 minus value of I3 minus 2 by 17. So here current flowing from BC is equals to, here 17 LCM, 4 minus minus plus, so 6. So 6 by 17 ampere. Then current flowing from DC. So current flowing from DC is equals to I2 plus I3. Value of I2 6 by 17 plus value of I3 minus 2 by 17. So current flowing from DC is equals to, here we take 17 LCM, so 6 plus minus minus, so 6 minus 2, that is 4. So current flowing from DC is 4 by 17 ampere, right? So આના પરથી તમને શું ખ્યાલ આવે ફ્રેન્ડ્સ? જો તમને કિર્ચોફ્સ રૂલ એપ્લાય કરતા આવડે, બીજું જે ઇક્વેશન્સ હોય એ ઇક્વેશન સોલ્વ કરતા ફાવશે તો તમે ઇઝીલી કરંટ ફાઇન્ડ આઉટ કરી શકશો, રાઈટ? સો ફરી શું કર્યું? તો ફર્સ્ટ ઓફ ઓલ A B D A લૂપ પર કિર્ચોફ એપ્લાય કર્યો, દેન B C D B પર કિર્ચોફ એપ્લાય કર્યો, એ પછી તો એનું જે ઇક્વેશન નંબર 3 હતું એને 2 સાથે મલ્ટીપ્લાય કર્યું. સો what we get? 2I1 is equals to 4I2 plus 8I3. Then we compare equation 2 and 4. So with the help of equation 2 and 4 we can easily find out the relation between I2 and I3. Now with the help of this equation number 5 we prove the relation between I1 and I3. So to prove the relation between I1 and I3 we use equation number 2 and 5. So we get I1 is equals to minus 2I3. Then we apply the Kirchhoff's loop rule to loop A, B, C, E, A. Right? So we get equation like this: minus 10I1 minus 25I2 minus 10I3 is equals to minus 10. We divide this equation by minus 5, then we get 2I1 plus 5I2 plus 2I3 is equals to 2. But we know the value of I1, that is minus 2I3, and then I2 minus 3I3. So we get minus 4I3 minus 15I3 plus 2I3 is equals to 2. Then we get minus 17I3 is equals to 2. So I3 is equals to minus 2 by 17 ampere, right? Now we put this value of I3 into equation number 6. Then we get the value of I1, that is 4 by 17 ampere. Then we put the value of I3 into equation number 5. Then we get I2 is equals to 6 by 17 ampere, right? Now current flowing, we have to find out the current flowing from each branch of the network. So current flowing from AB branch, that is I1. So we know that the value of I1 is 4 by 17. Current flowing from AD is I2, that is 6 by 17 ampere. Current flowing from BD, that is I3, so minus 2 by 17 ampere. To find out current flowing from BC branch, so BC is equals to I1 minus I3. So I1 4 by 17 minus I3 minus 2 by 17. So here 17 LCM. So we get current flowing from BC branch 6 by 17 ampere. Then current flowing from DC branch I2 plus I3. I2 6 by 17 plus I3 minus 2 by 17. Here 17 LCM. So 6 minus 2, that is 4. So current flowing from DC branch is 4 by 17 ampere. Okay. So this is the example number 9, in which we find out the current flowing from each branch of the network. Right? Okay. Thank you.